Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered about the stars above? During interterm of my freshman year of college, I took an astronomy class and it grew my interest in stars and how they are made up. In my speech, I'm going to inform you about the life cycle of a star, the light and energy they produce, and how stargazing can be beneficial to everyone. The first stage of the life cycle of a star is a giant gas cloud. It is basically made up of hydrogen and carbon monoxide molecules that are being pulled closer and closer together by gravity, and the molecules start to bind together and they start to rub and spin, which causes the heat, which starts to cause heat in the star. The second stage of the life cycle of a star is a protostar, or most people call them a baby star. They're honestly not a full star yet. It's just classified as a hot condensed ball of gas. The gravity outside of the star is too great on the outside for the pressure on the inside of the star, which causes it to get smaller and hotter. It's kind of hard to see, but there's the protostar. And then that takes us to our third phase, which is the T-Tauri phase. The temperature is still too low to start fusion of hydrogen and helium. The star will spend most likely 100 million years in this stage alone, which is a pretty long time. And then the fourth stage is the main sequence. According to Sciencing magazine, 90% of the stars we see in our night sky are still in the main sequence stage. This stage is whenever it becomes a solid shape and it starts creating helium in its core. And fun fact, our star is actually in the main sequence right now. Or our own sun is in the main sequence right now. The fifth stage is red giants, which is obviously a red giant star. The core runs out of oxygen and creates helium. When the core collapses, the star begins to grow. In this stage, this star is classified as a dying star, as a red giant. Which takes us to the sixth stage, which is fusion of heavier elements. In this stage, helium fusion ends and carbon fusion begins. Carbon builds up to make the core collapse on itself, which causes the next phase, which is called a supernova or black hole. It is an incredible light show, probably one of the most brightest light shows you would ever experience if you were to in space. It's an incredible, very lit up situation. Massive stars will turn into black holes. So like the super red giants, they will turn into black holes. And medium stars, their core implodes and to make little tiny hot white stars, which are called white dwarf stars. Smaller stars turn into neutron stars, which are a little bit harder to spot in the night sky. Now that you know the life cycle of a star, let's talk about the light and energy they produce. Stars like our sun provide a crazy amount of energy, approximately 4 million tons of energy per second. The light and energy the stars produce is very essential to us and to Earth. The energy of a star, or our sun, will give power to solar panels and give energy to living organisms on Earth. And that moves us to stargazing. Stargazing is an activity that everyone can enjoy. It's a stress reliever and it helps clear your mind. And people even say that during quarantine they go outside and look at stars at night, and it's something that they can always do and have fun doing. And there's also 88 constellations in the sky at night. So in this speech, I informed you about the life cycle of a star, the light and energy they produce, and stargazing and how it can be beneficial to everyone. Next time you look at the stars, find how many of them constellations you can find. I can only find probably 4. They're really hard to spot out. And as Theodore Roosevelt would say, keep your eyes on the stars, but your feet on the ground. Thank you.